So I'll go for rookie of the year. Um, Shout out to a couple of rookies. Shout out to Zach Edey, who I think after that firing, I mean, it's really late, of course, because y'all know about the Memphis situation. But ever since that coaching change, he's been putting up some big double doubles. I don't know what he's doing in this game right now as it's on. But sorry,
he's getting minutes now. That's why.
Oh yeah, he's getting consistent minutes, but he's averaging like. When I say double-double, it's like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 boards. Like he's been putting in work, but he's getting proper time, though, to your point, right? But I went with Stephen Castle or Stephen Castle. Like he finished pretty strong. He's probably the most consistent rookie. Yeah, the most consistent rookie. And, I mean, you could see the improvements that he's made throughout the year. I don't doubt that Chris Paul has given him the same treatment that he gave SGA when he did that 1 year in OKC. You can see he's starting to get a little bit better and get the confidence. Shout out to Ricochet because I was flirting going with him too because listen, I know everybody with this draft happened. Yeah, but everybody was like, "Oh, this draft is terrible. It's a bust. He's gonna be a bust." I was like, okay, I never thought he was going to be a superstar, but I'm like, every time I look at the highlights, I'm like, is it just me? I'm like, I think he's pretty good. I'm looking at these highlights. I'm like, you guys saw the French highlights. I'm like, he doesn't look like a bad player. I'm like, is it just, why is everybody saying he's trash? And you can see it. You can see what he's doing. I mean, not tonight, but like what he's doing throughout the year. Like that Atlanta is set up to be pretty good if they can stay healthy. I don't know what they're going to do with Trey in the offseason, but if they can keep that tandem with him, Jalen Johnson, when he gets back, because that was basically like a 20-10 guy. He was on my fantasy team. And then with Daniels and then with Daniels and then Ricochet and Okongwu, like, yo, that's a solid. They got a solid team, and then that trade they made to kind of solidify their bench a little bit as well. They're making some decent moves, but they got to stay healthy. But who do you got? Who do you got, Naisha, as your rookie of the year?
I agree with you. I think it's Stephen Castle. I think I saw some highlights. I was watching some games earlier, and I see this guy coming in the paint. I was like, oh, it looks like he's going to do a finger roll. And this guy's banging on people, man. Hard. That was one hand. Two hands. Right? And I was like, okay, this guy's a different guy. So I wasn't surprised when he entered the dunk off. So you know he's a strong athlete. He has a strong body. Yeah. So you're like, okay, the athleticism is off the charts. Now, can he add some skill and basketball IQ to complement the athleticism? That's where Chris Paul comes into play, the influence of confidence and the drilling of the work, right? So that's where you're seeing more consistency, more comfortability, being more comfortable playing in his role. And I think the ceiling's bright for him. So I think the Ricochet kid is nice, but he still needs more seasoning. But I think Edey, I like Edey. He's a throwback. I like that he competes, but his footwork, this guy's like, he's walking in the mud, man. And so it's just interesting when I watched the Lakers play against him. Batch, I want to let you know that. He got exposed bad. And it's just like they kept bringing him out. And it's like I was watching his footwork. He has no lateral movement. And it's just like, woof. So he's got to do some skipping and some foot drills. He's got the moves. He doesn't he has hooks over the right and left shoulder, couple counters, but that's it. They don't really, I don't know, man. He's a strong body, but I think Castle is ahead of everyone else.
It's tough for Edey though, because I mean, unless you're Wemby, almost every guy that's 7'3" or 7'4" doesn't have lateral foot speed. You know what I mean? Like Wemby's the only one.
Yeah, but I'm like, let's look at him compared to like Steven Adams. Adams has more lateral movement than he does, right? And he's carrying more weight. Well, who knows who's much weight or bigger? But like, it's just like you are who you are. I'm not gonna take that from you, but you're gonna have to work on your footwork to stay on the floor. If you can't stay on the floor the last 5 minutes, then that's what you're gonna be, right? So like once Minnesota plays the Lakers, we'll see what happens to Gobert.
I don't know what you think is gonna happen.
He's going to play himself off the floor.
You guys are not going to have an answer for Gobert. I'll tell you right now. 0 chance with Gobert.
I'm waiting. Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, who's your rookie of the year?
I had Stephen Castle.
Okay, so it's a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, Reece Shea, he started picking it up after Jalen Johnson went down, though.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate, but Stephen Castle is that's clear cut rookie of the year for me.
Yeah. Reece Shea is missing just a little paprika. Just a little paprika he's missing. Just a little bit.
Some seasoning, yeah.
You know, but I like him though. But the stats of the second half. Well, the second half after the All-Star break, he was averaging like 50 in a game. But what's impressive is you shooting 50% from the field and 40 from three, which I'm like, wow, I didn't think it was that high. Reece Shea after the All-Star break.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been putting in some work.
Okay.
He's been putting in some work. Seasoned salt, I guess. He sprinkled a little bit last minute.